que no bregar con la situación y diseñar un horario de tratamiento que pueda acomodar esas necesidades sociales también, porque estamos haciendo esto para que puedan hacer eso.
Amazing. You came alive. That was awesome.
My name is Gisela Velez, and my specialty is ophthalmology, and within the scope of ophthalmology, I'm a retina and uveitis specialist, and I've been doing this since, well, I finished my last year fellowship in 2003, so I've been in active practice for 21 years. So I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. My mother is a pediatrician, and she's my personal hero and best example of the ideal physician. I mean, she was one of only 2 women that graduated in her medical school class back in the day when the University of Puerto Rico School of Medicine was still affiliated and associated with the Columbia University, and it was the Columbia University School of Tropical Medicine.
¿Algún mensaje para sus clientes o algo que en realidad te interese o que sea significante para usted o sus experiencias o en su vida?
Bueno, para la comunidad hispana, lo primero que quiero decir es que los niños jóvenes o los adultos jóvenes que están interesados en una carrera en medicina y que piensan que lograr una especialidad como oftalmología, algo así, está fuera de su... no es algo que es atenible, les quiero decir que lo pueden hacer todo, que todo se puede hacer, que ellos tienen la capacidad para lograrlo todo y que siempre piensen que el privilegio de salir de su comunidad y recibir toda esa educación y entonces regresar a su comunidad para proveer servicios a la comunidad que la comunidad necesita es una cosa bien especial. Que los quiero motivar para que sepan que you can do anything, lo pueden hacer todo, no hay límite. Número 2, para la comunidad hispana ahora quiero que sepan que estamos aquí. Somos pocos, no somos muchos, pero estamos aquí y estamos presentes y estamos disponibles para proveerle esos servicios especializados para asegurarnos de que preserven su visión y preserven su estilo de vida y preserven la capacidad de disfrutar la vida completamente y a toda capacidad. Y para eso es que yo siempre le digo a mis pacientes, porque a veces me dicen, doctora, perdón, que se me pasó la cita porque tuve que ir al bautismo de nietecito de no sé quién y qué sé yo ni qué, o tuve que ir. Y siempre les explico a los pacientes, nunca se disculpen cuando la vida personal y las necesidades de su vida personal y social interfieran con su cuidado médico, cuando siempre hay opciones para poder acomodarlo todo, porque lo más importante es que entiendan que nosotros estamos haciendo esto para que ustedes puedan hacer eso, no al revés. But I was always a little more scientific in my approach to medicine. I wanted to get involved in research, and I stumbled into ophthalmology accidentally in medical school, and I loved it. I loved the toys. I loved the technology. I loved all the open-ended questions at the time and the way the field was going in terms of new therapies and targeting diseases that would have an impact on people's lives. And the reason ophthalmology had an impact is it had an impression on me when I did my rotation is because you talk to patients and they would commonly tell you, I'd rather get cancer than go blind. I'm like, oh my God, this is important to people.
So I want to talk about how important various types of specialty doctors are that are bilingual. So tell me about like how you kind of stumbled into like, you know, your reputation is, you know, serving a specific type of population. And we have just noticed sitting in the waiting room, like almost everyone is speaking Spanish. It's wonderful. So tell me a little bit about that responsibility that you feel in serving this population and how your practice just came to be that.
It's all about access. It's like not one person can take care of this entire community for these particular specialty needs. And what ends up happening is that patients often go to providers that they can't connect with. They either have to drive into Boston or they end up going to providers in the area that they don't connect with at the same level. So often when I get new patients, they don't understand what's been going on. They don't understand what's been done. They don't understand why. They don't understand what they have. They don't understand why they need the treatments that they're getting or why they need to go on treatment if they haven't yet. You know, there's this complete... It's it's like a zombie surrender to the system without real understanding of what's happening with their bodies and their health. And I personally don't think that's right. And it makes it difficult for patients to remain compliant with treatments and be successful when they're not understanding why things are happening. So that's why being here is so important. Patients need to know. Everybody wants to know what's going on with my eyes. Why am I getting these treatments? Why is my vision not the same as it used to be? Why do I not need treatment, or why do I need treatment? And what's going to be the benefit, and what am I looking at long term? You have to go through that process of education. And that's hard to do when there's language barriers and cultural barriers. And translators are wonderful people. I've worked through translators in multiple settings, especially in the hospital setting, where even being Spanish-speaking as a physician, some institutions require the translator be there as well and provide that service. They're wonderful individuals that really dedicate a lot of time, but it's not the same. Para mí es bien importante saber que mis pacientes están llevando una vida llena de actividades sociales y de cosas que los conecten con su familia, con su familia extendida en Puerto Rico, en la República Dominicana. Muchos de mis pacientes viajan para atrás y para adelante, y lo que quiero es que confíen en que queremos que no bregar con la situación y diseñar un horario de tratamiento que pueda acomodar esas necesidades sociales también, porque estamos haciendo esto para que puedan hacer eso.
Amazing. You came alive. That was awesome.